just as much as she does. The Louisville Men's Clinic physicians hear this from struggling couples every day. Fortunately, that struggle in your relationship from erectile dysfunction can be gone in one simple visit to the Louisville Men's Clinic with a same-day solution. The joy of your relationship will be back. And the best part of it is seeing that spark back in the happy relationship. Call 444-4000. It's safe, simple, and private. 444-4000. Clinic visit, evaluation, and testing is just $99. LouisvilleMen'sClinic.com for more information. 444-4000.
This is Marcus Maven, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's look at this steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Maven. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maven off the steal. Oh, my goodness.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Break it down like this.
Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's midday with the Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station, and I'm back, people. I felt like I missed a year of sports, but I'm back, and I'm going to start over yesterday's show, so don't worry about it. We're going to catch up with a ton of stuff. Steve Rummage in the building. Brian Hall is in the booth.
Yeah, it's Friday. So it's Friday. It's the day before a game. We're rolling along here. I don't know. It's a weird time right now. You're kind of like waiting on the next coaching news, kind of waiting on, all right, let's get to tomorrow. Like I'm thoroughly excited about tomorrow because I'm ready to something else to happen.
I know what you're saying, but just in theory, you have to stay with me on this one. Just the theory of the days that we just never had this amount of excitement as a part of the program.
I know.
I don't want to lose 10 minutes of a show saying, I just can't wait till something else. No, you can wait, and you will wait, because going from one game on a Tuesday to one game on a Saturday, or one game on a Wednesday to one game on a Saturday, it's a lot different from getting blasted on a Saturday and waiting to get blasted again on another Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
How bad was that life?
It's bad, but I don't know. I'm selfish. Like, man, we played Wednesday.
Let's go.
Come on.
Any chance to get a W, man, you want to get there.
Let's get this game going.
And you know what that made me think about real quick? I mean, we'll just jump right into one subject that I wanted to clear off the board. 8-game, 18 playoff college football. Doesn't it feel like right now would have been the perfect time to be doing college football playoff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? I mean, heck.
First round of the playoffs.
Right, because listen, college football is basically over for people now. Like, this lull in college football makes people forget that you even have a season until next year.
Listen, I absolutely hate how long it is before.
It's a different team. It's a different season.
I know.
You're right, because this weekend would be the first round. Then you would have the final
This
four
should be the
next
second
weekend.
round.
Then you would have it on New Year's Day would be the championship.
Think about it. The only team that played last weekend was Army-Navy.
I know.
Right? We're talking about 3 weeks that you could have had a whole lot of stuff, figured out.
I'd be fine if you said give them 2 weeks between the conference championships or whatever. Say, okay, 2 weeks. I'd say 2 to go into the playoff, and then you play now. You get another 2 weeks, basically.
You mean 1 weekend, 2 full weeks, 14 days?
Yeah.
Okay,
then you play the
that's one
first
weekend,
round.
though.
Yeah, 1 weekend. Yeah, but 2 weeks of practice time. then I would say,
You gotta play.
Then I would say, okay, give them another 14 days. Play the semifinals. Then boom, you get. I mean, that's like, what's wrong with
See,
it?
I wouldn't even get it. You get the 114
Sure.
to reload your health.
Yeah.
Now it's playoff.
That'd be fine,
weekend to weekend time.
That'd be fine too.
Yeah, and I mean just the I think college football is doing themselves a huge disservice
I agree.
by disappearing. Because listen, now I've had a chance to sit and watch Duke and Michigan State and Louisville and North Carolina and Kentucky and Tennessee and Gonzaga. And now I'm like, oh yeah, now I'm just looking out the corner of my eye on how that college football season is going to finish up.
I don't know how much it. See, because when the playoff day comes back around, I think people are kind of like, all right, I'm back in. But I think the other bowls just become meaningless.
But you're back in just at the game, you know?
Yeah, and just for me, just for the playoff.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I don't think the other games. I think you're like why wouldn't you play?
Is Kentucky excited about their New Year's Six, like Kentucky football?
They're probably no. I think they're much more worried about. They're probably more worried about their team. I mean, well, you remember me and you sat at an establishment and we watched Louisville play LSU, and after one quarter, we went Louisville IU. Oh yeah, what are we doing over there? Oh, okay.
What are we doing?
But I mean, it was Louisville IU.
Say that again. Louisville.
Yeah.
LSU.
Yeah.
You have prayed for an opportunity to face an LSU.
That's the game we wanted. We said, well, because I remember when they were
had to be a worth it SEC game.
Yep. And I mean, I remember us being there, and just when that Indiana Louisville game come on, it was like, all right, this is it.
I mean, people were prepared for Lamar Jackson. Just now, don't play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Listen, dude.
Yeah. Cool. You know.
Don't get hurt.
So I mean, but what if I'm trying to think of a bowl game.
Happy birthday, Matt Owen. You asked for the shout out, you get it, my man.
Hey, there you go.
Anybody tuning in to We Are Mapleville YouTube channel. We're up and rolling.
What if you got UCF LSU tonight, Friday night? You'd be all in on that. Like,
I'd watch it now.
Heck yeah. Like, let's go, man.
By itself.
UCF LSU is going to play, I think, the day the playoff is played at 1 o'clock. Who gives a crap about UCF LSU that day?
And we wanted to know here, and that's a huge disservice to college football fans because they wanted to actually see what is this UCF.
Sure,
you have to put them in a standalone opportunity to show people what they got. Because next year it'll be like, oh yeah, didn't they lose by 3? Or no, if they lost by 3, but nobody sees it.
What did UCF do last year in their
exactly
in their BCS bowl or their New Year's Six game?
I think they won.
Who'd they beat?
They beat UCF. They didn't get a good Wisconsin or something.
Auburn.
Yeah,
impressive win too.
Shamefully absent.
Sure, and I say that because somebody brought it up last week on ESPN, and I was like, oh yeah, they did.
No, see,
so I'm not throwing you under the bus there. I was like, man, I forgot all about that.
They beat a team at the back end of a big conference.
Sure, 34-27.
Sure, yeah, right, and they were up big.
And people see them as the same UCF team that you've never seen them play.
I know, it's like you don't. I mean,
they're undefeated 2 years in a row.
And you know what they'll do? They'll go in there. They'll play LSU close or something. I don't know.
They'll lose by 3.
Yeah, or even win. And you'll go, cool. Kentucky Louisville will be on the other channel, and then the playoffs that night.
They'll lose by 3, and they'll say, "Oh, see, UCF always sucked."
And I may have my dates wrong on the
on who plays who that day.
But there is a bowl game that day. I think that's the one it is.
The point is they'll be competing with some major basketball.
Yeah, like and the playoff that day. The playoff is that day. Who gives a crap? Do you realize the playoff will happen? Then there's 3 other, like Kentucky and Penn State play 2 days later. Who cares? I've already watched the playoff. Now,
I know.
Like the national championships, we're going to be looking at Clemson or Bama.
Nobody stays at AAU tournaments for the loser bracket games.
Right.
If you play the championship game at the tournament, if you played the first round of the tournament on Saturday morning, loser bracket games at night are going to be absent.
Yeah. Like what?
And that's just such a jerk move for me to say loser bracket game.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think it's. I think it's right. I thought I did this. I mean, I guess I haven't. But yeah, no. I mean, I agree with you 100%, man. I would like to see it changed. I would like to see all the bowl games played a little bit earlier.
Right, and not because I necessarily type that in again, Brian.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
I just connected
because I just want 8 people. Like I don't feel sorry for the teams that aren't getting invited. I just say, listen, you're losing the denouement of the college football season. Like you're losing the build. It has an unnatural finish. Anybody who likes any kind of television, you don't watch the shows that don't have some kind of conclusion the right way.
See, I agree, and I don't know. I feel like it would kind of help basketball out a little bit too, because college basketball
kind of sneaks in.
I mean, nationally, because I will admit this. Locally, I think we think about this more too. You go down to Louisiana and you talk to them down there, it's probably like, y'all are idiots. What do you mean? What do you mean? I've been watching every day. I get my practice report.
Yep.
Getting ready for bowl season.
That's fair enough.
I get that too.
LSU Mike is looking at the offensive line health.
Right. So I understand that too, but I don't know. I still think you could move those back a little bit.
Yeah, like your rhythm and transition between college football and college basketball is trash.
Because ideally, I think, but you can never do this because March Madness is such a thing. Ideally, I think college basketball should start later.
Yeah.
But you can't. You just can't. You can't. You can never do that.
You can't.
I don't think so.
Can't.
You're going to move March Madness?
No.
Then what would you shrink the season?
Listen, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, those are good days to play. You don't need you don't need 4 days between practice. We're not Kentucky.
Yeah, well, they're not going to do that. Yeah, well, hey.
Listen, I'm okay with cramming more games into.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that. They're not, because I mean, now you got player safety. They're mandated a certain time off. Like Chris Mack's got 3. Like around Christmas season,
the games will be a practice.
Scotty Davenport, Coach Davenport was talking about that the other day.
Coach called me this morning. Good conversation.
Well,
he gave me a pep
good.
talk.
Well, good. And did he remind you Tuesday night?
He did remind me of Tuesday night.
We're gonna go watch.
He did
Bellarmine versus Barry.
He did not talk about Bellarmine dry fit shirt.
Number
Steve.
1 versus number 12.
That's where you were going. It's just a matter of time. You were going to
hype it all up. Did he mention a hoodie?
You were going to Trojan horse that conversation right into the back.
Just hypothetically, like.
Let me get to the Bill Ed Scorns and Sons Collision Center, starting off with our man Lawrence. Lawrence, thanks for joining us on 93.9, my man. What's on your mind?
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Last night, all I can think about is what is BJ King missing right now that can get his confidence up? What I think he's missing right now is a guy who can trash talk him. Because once you get on somebody's skin, that's when they really start to play. I think that's what he's missing right now is a guy on this team who can trash talk him, or try to make him mad and try to make him play better. So, is there anybody on the team that's willing to trash talk him other than Chris Mack?
Steve, Lawrence, I appreciate the call.
I knew when I see that pop up, I was like, "It's gonna be BJ King."
Elaborate on that.
The roller coaster.
I knew it was gonna be VJ King.
He said, when I went to bed last night, I was thinking, who's gonna get VJ King? You reached for that one, Lawrence. Listen. We try to bring you into a happier place on a daily basis, and your call this morning made me feel like we're doing a bad job. We're failing you, Lawrence. You should not be thinking. You should be thinking about how the lineup, the changes in the lineup, the sharpening of the tools in the tool chest are working out for the University of Louisville basketball team. And you're frustrated with BJ King.
I will say this in Lawrence's defense. Me and Brian did not talk about BJ King yesterday. That was the one guy that kind of we just never really got
steaks.
to.
Sizzling steaks.
Oh man! By the way, yeah, shout out yesterday to the Jeff Rubies.
What's going on?
Solid.
Yeah, man, they were on the hot plates.
Yeah, dude.
What are we talking about here?
You know, Mr.
Oh, the
Delivery
Mr.
does,
Delivery.
man. It's thunder. It wasn't Jeff Ruby's. It was Rafteries.
I'm disappointed.
Steaks and mashed potatoes,
I'm disappointed.
greens, and
Greens.
It was the best one we've had so far.
I know it was thunder.
That's disappointing.
I know it was so good that. Well, I'm still gonna stay and eat Baranos today. But
I get the point. Lawrence, we will get to that conversation in a bit. Just to put a bow on it, you said it'll never happen. Basketball starting a little late. I think basketball fell in love with the rush to be first too. Like they're, the preseason tournaments, once they realized those generate so much money, they were trying to be the first to kick off the season.
Well, see, and I can argue in the same breath what we just argued about. Hey, nobody's going to care about the LSU game. I do think nationally it's opposite. I think Louisville falls in the kind of falls in the.
What's wrong with y'all?
There's 3 bowl games going on, and y'all are playing the biggest rivalry in college basketball.
Like, what's our problem?
Yeah, like why are y'all playing? I mean, that's why I do think Louisville, Kentucky should.
And here's the other thing, like to your point, what it would help as far as the basketball part of it.
Yeah.
If you gave them more time for the season to start, make the season be ready to start, but give your teams more time to work on their offense, work on their practice.
Yeah.
A conversation is going to come up between you and I later on where we talked about, or I don't know if you talked about it yesterday, but the idea that Louisville has not had a chance to work on Louisville.
Yep.
Did you talk about that yesterday?
I mentioned it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they haven't had a chance to self-scout.
Coach Mack said that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. To self-report, to self-analyze. That is why you need 3 weeks, a month from the time basketball season starts, where we can have full practices to actually playing games. Like guys are playing games, 8 days of practice and 10 days of practice, and then they're going full throttle games. Like you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think if they don't come up with a better rhythm, it's going to be helter skelter.
I think it would be fixed, but like Louisville, Kentucky, for instance. Why not play that game in February? Like, could you not play that game in February? Late January? Because let's not act like
February.
We're talking college.
Play them right before you go into conference tournament.
Well, I mean, could.
I mean, you might as well.
But here's what I'm saying. We're talking college, but when the NFL playoffs kick off too, like that's a big time. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean,
you lose your arguments once you start crossing paths with NFL.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting to get into
NFL's about to start with the Saturday stuff too.
I know. Well, they start this weekend, and especially now because I'm not being a homer here, but you do like this year in the playoffs, for instance, you're going to have names like the Bears, the Cowboys, the Patriots are obviously in there, the Steelers. You have like the old. Really, it's just the Bears and the Cowboys are kind of joining the fold. That's kind of all it is.
We get your point.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that those guys, I mean, those games are going to draw huge.
I know.
And you're like, oh, I mean, you're going to play. Okay, what about in 2 weeks? Or in early January when you got 2 big-time college basketball games? Oh, yeah. But the Cowboys are also going to play the Saints tonight on Saturday night.
But you know what, man?
Who cares?
You know what? Geographically, Louisville has a big advantage to where you can forget about that stuff. Like I know what you're saying television-wise, but Louisville being in Louisville, if any team comes in during the NFL time, any bowl game times, Louisville puts any kind of reasonable game in the Yum Center, you're going to forget about your football.
Yeah.
You have that thing. ACC, you're not losing a Louisville, Carolina fan base to a Carolina Panthers game, right?
Right.
I mean, Carolina is a finicky kind of a crowd normally, but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like your North Carolina States and your Wake Forests and your your Duke. You're not losing although there is a Carolina Panthers, if Louisville comes to town, or if there's any big college games, I guess like the ACC network doesn't lose their fans to football.
I mean,
and I'm saying network, not the television.
I mean, you don't lose your. I mean, like Louisville.
I don't think Carolina and Duke. I don't think they lose their. If they play Sunday at 4:25, you would not worry about their ratings, a Duke game rating in a big game to the Carolina Panthers.
No, probably not.
Unless they're on a run. I mean, if they're if they're 11-1.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think you lose Louisville and Duke's market, but do you lose North Carolina's? Probably. Do you lose, NC State? Probably. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't think nationally. I think you got to watch.
But do you agree overall? ACC.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure. There's basketball hotbeds. I mean, that's why I say here this conversation.
You might lose Georgia Tech.
Yeah, if we went to Tuscaloosa, or if we went to, I won't say Tuscaloosa because that's kind of the
zero
big,
to Alabama.
But if we went to Auburn, an Auburn radio show host had him on today and said, and we gave this argument, they'd be like, "Dude, we got a top 15 team. We could care less right now. What are you talking about? Hey, we got Purdue." By the way, War Eagle. Let's get it done, baby.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think that I don't know. I think it's different. But here, I mean, I'm a football guy.
Right.
Give me a big football game all day over a big basketball game. And I love basketball, so don't get me wrong. But I mean, if I had to pick, I played football. I know the game of football more. I mean, I just – football would be me.
Okay, so would you watch Kentucky, Carolina?
Yeah.
Or UCF, Auburn?
Yep, Kentucky, Carolina. That's my point. I mean, here
right.
It's different because I'm being me,
even football, Steve.
Being football guy.
Even though you're supposed to know if UCF
my
is
life
good.
and happiness in this region revolves around the basketball teams. I mean, that's fact. Okay, even though I would take a football game over a basketball game all day, but
but your happiness
while the LSU UCF may be this big thing, if North Carolina's about to beat Kentucky, I'm like, oh, this makes me happy. I get to have
Brian, do you hear that?
I get to have a fun jog with my father-in-law now and watch him just talk about everything under the sun other than Kentucky, North Carolina.
Boy, your priorities are screwed.
Yeah, I know. But in reality, I mean, I want to see what can UCF play. Like
right.
How do they mess with LSU? And LSU's by the way, I think LSU busted.
Yeah, I'm just looking how to capitalize on the natural rhythm of the college sports season.
And the only way I think you can do it is play a few more. I think that the Big 12 SEC thing got it right. You play Kansas, Kentucky in mid-late January.
They just kidnap fans too.
I know. I mean, like you do that. I mean,
or I don't know because you're so far away from the tournament during that game. Maybe you just catch people's eyes for one game, but you don't get the college.
But even if that, you
basketball.
do catch their eyes. Why do you think now? See, that's always been one of my arguments when they talk about Duke, North Carolina being a better rivalry than Louisville, Kentucky. They play twice in February. That is the show in February. Because make no mistake about it, there is nothing greater in sports than March Madness. By February, you're gearing the nation, not regionally. Like we're gearing up now. Like I looked at bracketology again last night.
Oh
I was like, man, if we can get here, we get here, man. Hey, babe, we'll go to Columbus. Maybe me and Charity last night, we mapped out 4 first-round sites that we're like, okay, if they go to one of those, we'll definitely go.
You mapped it out and you made Charity participate.
Yes, and it was like, and she's going to a different shift and going to be making a little more money. So I was like, look, now we can do this and we can add this in. It's like,
oh my
yeah.
God.
So the point with that is in February the country is doing that.
Uh-huh.
So you get Duke, Carolina twice in February, and people are like, Kentucky and Louisville have a rivalry. Man, can you imagine if you played that then?
But the country, here's the thing. I think by then the country's worried about their own stuff, and they're in conference. ACC, usually the Carolina-Duke game is for conference number 1 spot. The Kentucky-Louisville thing is just bragging rights.
See, I disagree. Well, yeah, I mean, it is. Okay, I don't disagree with what you're saying.
Right.
But I disagree kind of with the notion that, like, okay, well,
it's
something's
just a
on.
local thing.
Because when you played that game at the Yum Center, the last one when Louisville won with Donovan Mitchell against, I think Kentucky. Cal only had 3 lottery picks that year, so I know they were down a little bit on their talent. And they come into the Yum Center
We had one.
on a Wednesday night. Game day came here. Like, it was like, I mean, Billis was here. Jay Williams was
they
here.
know.
Because
I think it's because they know.
it was the first time that this game really got like, hey, there's no football on tonight. Y'all got to check this out. And it was like ESPN shut it down.
They got their money's worth too.
Yeah, they ran the hype train for that one all this time, and it was like, man, and then they made it in, and they did an hour little college game day before, and you built it up, and it was like, dude, this rivalry. I remember Jay Billis saying during that game. I mean, of course, I was there, but going back, I actually watched it the other day, and Jay Billis.
You're
said,
happy this depends on this stuff.
Yeah, Jay Billis said, I hope that what's happening in this arena right now is coming across on the TV.
I remember when he
was
said
like,
that.
this is incredible. And it got that. I think if you could give it that in a February on a more consistent basis, where this is the show, it'd be huge. Instead of tucking it away on a Saturday or whatever, or a Sunday while the NFL's going on, and you're like,
2:00 Sunday.
I mean, because this game,
where it's just us.
you're going to play on a Saturday. Think about this, Marcus. There's going to be a New Year's 6 game going on while you're going. And you know what comes on? Literally, if Louisville, Kentucky go into overtime, you're going to bleed into Oklahoma, Clemson, Notre Dame. Like, nobody's thinking about Louisville, Kentucky on playoff day. Like, it's like, oh, man.
That's a great point.
Outside of locally. I mean, locally now we are. Hey, playoffs can wait. When I get home, I mean, I'm a sucker for the playoffs, but I'll watch it when I get home.
That's a very sobering thought.
I know. It's like, oh man, yeah, that game.
Because I want to beat them up in front of people.
I know.
It's not a win if you beat up somebody.
I know.
And it's just y'all 1-on-1 and nobody's
there.
Look, all the kids from school didn't come because y'all met a little quicker than you were supposed to.
Do you remember that show, that movie, The New Guy? Had the real dorky, skinny kid. Where he learns how to fight and he beats that real cool kid up and nobody sees it.
Right.
So he drags him in the school.
Right.
And he tries to beat him up again. Nobody sees it. It's like,
it has to happen in front of people.
Yeah, I know. It's
There
like,
is no true transition of power in the state until
It's like,
until it's done in front of everybody.
I mean, it scrolls across the bottom during the playoff. You're like, oh, Louisville.
Oh man, Louisville wasted. Yeah, and it's like it'll be the 8th thing on the docket by Monday.
Won't it be on the docket, dude? You're gonna be talking Clemson, Bama 4. Like it's like this is what it's all about. And they play on Saturday. You got the playoff, then you got NFL.
Are you ready for a home and home same season with Kentucky?
I'd do that. Every year. Play them early, play them late. I don't even know if you can do that. You can't do that, can you?
If you get them in some classic, some IU classic, and then keep them on your regular schedule.
Yeah. I mean, if you did
some
a
three
crossroad,
rivers, Three Rivers classic.
Like if you did a thing with Indiana, Louisville, Kentucky, and not Purdue in basketball. Give me something better than that. That program sucks.
Purdue is they have been a top 15 team the last 5 years.
Yeah, but give me somebody better.
Cincy?
I'd take them over there.
You take Cincy over Purdue?
Yeah, because I think Kentucky, Indiana have a natural rival, and Louisville, Cincy kind of have, and then you just switch them up every year and play them. I think that'd be kind of cool. Get to play Cincinnati again or Memphis. Memphis would be big. Louisville, Memphis, Kentucky, Indiana, every year.
Cal is not playing in a Memphis. He already took Indiana off. After this Wiseman thing, there ain't no chance that he's putting.
He won't play us if Mac beats him this year. So, the only way we're playing this rivalry game is if we play it in L.A. What? What do you mean L.A.? Kentucky and Louisville in the Staples Center.
Hey.
I get 3 or 4 people. Like, all right, let's go, guys.
Go.
But I do think, man. I mean, what if you had Memphis, Louisville, Kentucky, Indiana every year, and you just mixed them up every year?
Man, I'm perfect 4-team tourney. Texas is getting involved. I tell you what, people, loosen up the fingers for the phone lines. 8150-93.9. Get them ready for the text line. 3831-93.9. We're going to come out firing after a quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville.
Let Genesis Diamonds help you make this her best Christmas ever with extra savings on gifts. Guaranteed best price, plus extra savings of 20%, 30%, 35% on just about everything in the store. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, pearls, pendants. Genesis wants to make it easy for you to splurge on her this year. Go over the top with that fabulous pair of diamond earrings or that diamond tennis bracelet she's always dreamed of. Genesis has case after case, the most popular gifts in stock and ready to go, from $250 to $250,000. Unique one-of-a-kind jewelry, colored gemstone jewelry, even GIA certified diamonds, rings, and fabulous Swiss timepieces. Save an extra 20, 30, even 35% on almost everything. Listen, 2018's been a great year. Show her how much you love her with a spectacular gift from Genesis Diamonds and save like never before. Merry Christmas from Genesis Diamonds. Shelbyville Road Plaza. Open Sundays in December. See store for details.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
If you hear basketball's bouncing, that must mean the weather is getting colder, which also means you're getting ready to find out if your heating system is ready for the season ahead or headed to the bench. This month, you can get 36 months special financing on qualified Train comfort systems or $1,000 back from the DFH Company. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard not to call DFH Company today, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Subject to credit approval, visit dfhcompany.com for complete details.
So, Steve, what do you think about Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you're taking your vehicle to Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers. There are 2 locations, Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at 491-BODY or visit us at etscorns.com. That's ETSCORNS.com.
Would you like to keep up with everything going on at the University of Louisville? Well, U of L Today with Mark Hebert is the show for you. Every Monday and Tuesday night at 6, we talk to U of L researchers about their discoveries that impact lives in medicine, education, and a host of other fields. We also chat with U of L students who are doing great things in the classroom and around the world. We'll also hear how U of L is changing the Louisville community. Check it out, U of L Today with Mark Hebert, every Monday and Tuesday night at 6 on 99 The Ville.
What good is it having that beautiful view on your front and backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best time transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-494-0120. That's Windows Plus. Make the call.
Chances are you've recently talked about it, or thought about it, or might even be thinking about it right now. You're thinking it's time to upgrade your vehicle, and boy, do we have the place for you. Globe Auto Sales. Family owned and operated, serving the greater Kentuckiana area since 1972. Why Globe Auto Sales? Well, the answer is simple. The staff at Globe Auto Sales focuses entirely on the quality buying experience, not the high-pressured sales pitch you get at other places. So while you're thinking about it, stop by Globe Auto Sales located at 5705 Bardstown Road. Check out their inventory at Globe Autos online. Oh, and be sure to tell them you're a friend of 93.9 The Ville.
Let Genesis Diamonds help you make this her best Christmas ever with extra savings on gifts every woman loves. Right now at Genesis, get our guaranteed best price plus extra savings of 20%, 30%, 35% on just about everything in the store. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, pearls, pendants. Genesis wants to make it easy for you to splurge on her this year. Go over the top with that fabulous pair of diamond earrings or that diamond tennis bracelet she's always dreamed of. Genesis has case after case, the most popular gifts in stock and ready to go from $250 to $250,000. Unique one-of-a-kind jewelry, colored gemstone jewelry, even GIA certified diamonds, rings, and fabulous Swiss timepieces. Save an extra 20, 30, even 35% on almost everything. Listen, 2018's been a great year. Show her how much you love her with a spectacular gift from Genesis Diamonds and save like never before. Merry Christmas from Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza. Open Sundays in December. See store for details.
With fall approaching, are you dreading leaf removal, trimming bushes, bags, mowers, and blowers? Call the experts you can trust at Bosch Lawn Care. Be the envy of the neighborhood with a luscious green, leaf-free lawn this fall. Give us a call at 833-2GET-CUT or find us online at BoschLawnCare.com. That's BAISCH LawnCare.com. One visit, one call. Bosch Lawn Care is your solution this fall. And as always, professional, affordable, Bosch Lawn Care.
Hi, this is Scott Davenport. I'm the head basketball coach at Bellarmine University, and I want to invite you to join me every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville, talking sports. All sports, all levels. Football, basketball, baseball, thoroughbred racing, golf, you name it, everything's on the table. This show is about you and your opinion. I may not agree with it, but I will respect it.
Monday evenings from 7 to 8 on 93.9 The Ville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
You're listening to Middays with Marcus Maben, broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. We Are Made for the Ville is the YouTube channel. If you get a chance, please share the link. I'm letting everybody know right now. We're going to roll with that. So here's the thing. Before we get into the conversation that I missed yesterday, I'm not sure if it's going to sound like a bit of a review. It may not. You may have thought of a couple of new ideas since yesterday. 8150 939 is the number. 3831 939 is the text line. And we're really looking forward to Bearno's Pizza. Thanks to George and Bearno's by the Bridge for dropping off some pizza at the ESPN Louisville studios. Perfect for a full day of Cardinal athletics. Tomorrow, U of L women at 11:30 and the men's game at 4. Yeah, it's good. Bearno's Pizza.
Awesome.
Here's that good. Yeah, mess up your slogan.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Yeah, it is that good.
Yeah, it is. It is that good. By the way, also, like I said, around Christmas season, we like to give things away around here, give you deals. So give your special someone the Blue Halo experience with the gift of relaxation and rejuvenation this Christmas. For every $100 in gift cards from Blue Halo Med Spa, you'll get a bonus card for either $25 in products or $20 in services. Call 502-690-6029 or visit BlueHaloMedSpa.com. Make the holidays extra happy with Blue Halo Med Spa. Or you could just give them some Blue Chew.
So, Lipscomb.
Don't take Blue Chew and then go to Blue Halo. Then you'll be awkward. It'll just be awkward.
You'll get arrested.
Yes.
So, the wrap up from yesterday. I missed it.
Officer, I'm passing out back here. Okay, go ahead. I'm done.
I missed it.
Yes.
You were there. You
Where?
were here.
Where was I?
You were hosting.
Oh, yeah.
The post game basically of Lipscomb, the post game show. Did you come up with any epiphanies, any fascinating points? I mean, like where do I get the review at? Where can I jump in? What questions did you have? Did you not get answered?
Well, I think a lot of people realized that was a good win resume wise. That's a team that's probably going to be in the tournament. It's probably not just going to be in. It's probably going to be a 5-12 type game. The net, I think you moved. I think you flip flop with Indiana 19-20, but you're hanging around the top 20.
It's always interesting the period between the relief of winning to yesterday morning when the show started. Which direction did you move? Like, did the win become bigger or more frustrating?
For me, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but for me it was pretty even because I felt after that game, Bob Valvano said, I was listening on the way home, and Bob Valvano said to Coach Mack, said that felt like a first round tournament game, and I said, I was like, Bob, you hit that right on the money. It did. That felt a little bit like when UC Irvine. Yeah. You know, when you're watching this 9-foot tall dude, and you finally, you get
away.
the win. You're like, oh, thank you.
Right.
It kind of had that feel, and I think the fans, you respected them. It was like, that's a good team.
And I said this to you.
Yeah.
I said we're supposed to lose one of those.
Sure.
Vermont.
Yeah.
Lipscomb.
Well, you still got Kent State Saturday.
Yeah, no, we were supposed to lose one of the ones that we've kind of stolen, kind of snuck out with.
Yeah, so
you weren't supposed to lose, but you get my saying. You could have easily lost.
Well, no, I mean, I think first-year coach with the roster we had coming in, you looked at it and you said, we may drop one of those.
I think it's good for the team. We've had a lot of close games, that really had that kind of tournament feel against teams that are probably going to be in the tournament.
And close games not due to laziness, not due to coming out not ready to play. Like if we come out lazy and some team jumps all over us and then you end up in a dogfight late game, that's different from these were some good teams that played good basketball to keep the game
Lipscomb,
close.
for instance, Matthews, I mean, down the stretch, their hand in his face twice comes down, bang, bang. I mean, and the one time he almost got – they could have called a foul. Luckily, the ref, I was sitting there when the ref told him, I think you were already gone, but the ref said, dude, this ain't my first game. He's like, you were falling away.
I was sitting in Al J's lobby watching the game.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, they made big plays. Lipscomb made big plays, and they made it a game, and kudos to them. They're a good team. But I was pretty even. But what I did do is I said, now I have to evaluate some positive and some aggravating things that I watched. The main thing I think we all kept going back to was the Enoch Malik element. I think that was kind of and I said this on the show yesterday. I think yesterday was, or Lipscomb Wednesday was the first time we have watched Steve Enoch have two mediocre games back to back.
Right.
Usually he, mediocre against Tennessee, looks good against Marquette. Mediocre against Michigan State, looks good against Seton Hall. But I like what Coach Mack said too, where he said, look, we need Steve to be hitting those shots. So even if he's 2 for 10, I'm still going to dump it in.
Right.
But at what point for me, defensively, I said yesterday, I said, one thing I like to do is you got things you look at, I got things I look at. One thing I do is when the ball goes into the post, I stare at feet, especially early. I said the ball would go into Marbury, they'd start outside the paint, they'd end up in the paint. Whether it was blocked, whether he turned it over, whether he hit the shot or made a pass, they always ended up in the paint with Enoch. With Malik, they didn't. You would start outside the paint, and you would end up 2 feet away from that. And I just think that's going to be an interesting thing I'm going to watch going forward, how Mac handles that, because I do think we need Steve to be good.
With the Mac conversation, like I guess I won't say I'm more frustrated with the team, but it's like the more flaws you see, I'm excited because you can address them, and they're a natural thing to address. But here's the thing: I kind of felt a little bad for Coach Mack as I went back and watched the game, right? Because you know who the best 2 post defenders on that team are?
The best 2 post defenders?
Yep.
Well, Malik. Dwayne
Sutton and Darius Perry.
Okay. Malik's pretty good. But yeah.
Malik did an excellent job. He did a good job in that game. At the finishing point, right?
Yeah.
When the ball's getting swung around and Dwayne Sutton and Darius Perry get switched on big men, the way they continuously move, the way they stay low, stay in the lap of the center, the other team's center, the way they stay low, so you would have to throw the ball so high over them to lob it in that it's going to be a deflection. They work to get around. They seal them so they don't let them get. They make a guy work to get position when the guy's on the other side of the court. They keep them out of those center positions, right? It's a beautiful thing to watch, right?
Yeah.
When I say I kind of felt bad for Coach Mack because I know at some point in his brain he said on that sideline, I haven't been over that with them.
Yeah.
I remember we were having a problem with something they were doing offensively, and he just said, just like a reverse pivot, it was something like, man, you know, like I totally didn't even realize that we did not have a 2-day focus point on fronting the post.
Yeah.
We have to start that one from square one.
Right.
He talks about his biggest fear is information overload. But you got to stop and say, a part of a normal defense, we assume we take something away when we full front.
Yeah.
We took nothing away with full front. And I watched the players, and it was not lack of effort.
Yeah.
They just didn't know where they should be. Or, you know what? They knew where they should be, but they didn't know why.
Yeah.
Like when you tell Stephen Enoch, I just need you fully in front of this guy.
Yes.
Right? Enoch doesn't know, I want you in front of him, so the lob pass has to be so high that like Malik's thing, Stephen Enoch is sitting there saying, well, I know the help's behind me.
Yeah.
But Stephen, it has to be a lob over you. It
From
can't
over the top.
it can't just be a almost a direct overhead pass to the big man.
Yeah, because that's a backside foul.
Right. So for us to see that 5 times, I knew it wasn't an effort thing.
No.
And I knew it wasn't some coaching, screw up. It's just you just know they were confident enough to do that. We're gonna test Stephen Enoch. We're gonna see if they can get away
Steve was playing hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I didn't want anything to get lost in disappointment of the player.
Sure.
Just disappointment of the situation, disappointment of the lack of minutes from last year, disappointment for the lack of talent development, you know what I'm saying, from UConn to here. Not just, last year or anything like that. So it was I had that moment.
And Malik got beat on that too.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Both of the Malik has never been anywhere near a true big man.
Yeah.
Right? So they don't even know how to root a guy out in a boxing out situation. Think about that. This is Malik's first year playing meaningful minutes in college, right?
Yes.
Malik is 6'11", shooter. He has never had to get low and root out. Just pin somebody behind you and box them out all the way outside the lane. Never.
Right.
Never. He's always been too tall. People were trying to root him out, right?
Sure.
And listen, and he didn't have to battle to stay in that position. Malik's agile. Some little 6'4" guy starts kind of rooting him out by his knees. This dude can't get the ball regardless.
Absolutely.
And he can't root me out all the way out. So he's never had a problem getting those rebounds or worrying about position of his body. Malik never had to worry about the positioning underneath the basket. And we learned defensively over the last 2 games that we have to start on square one with that.
Yeah.
Or we have to emergency emphasize this.
Yes.
Like almost like, hey, we're gonna work 4-on-4 over here, and we're gonna send Akoi, Malik, and Steven down there, and we're gonna get out the pads, the fighting pads, and just y'all gonna have to get a foot lower than y'all are. You're gonna have to get in defensive stance. You're gonna have to get in balanced stance. Like they gotta start.
So is that what happens? You mentioned this earlier, and I know I vaguely mentioned it yesterday, but we had a big conversation yesterday about it. Is this where you feel like the next 2 weeks? Because Coach Mack said in the press conference, I'll just reiterate, he said, look, with the schedule we've played, we had to scout Tennessee, scout Marquette, scout Michigan State, scout Seton Hall. I mean, you had no scout Indiana. You had no break. It was
scout Lipscomb.
Yes.
Yeah, to scout Bellarmine.
I know. I mean,
they could have busted you.
Vermont. You had to know what you was doing. And he even kind of played his hand a little bit and said, we got to scout Kent State. He said after Saturday. Robert Morris, I've said it on here, sucks. Or is Robert Morris going to get a standing ovation? I bet they do.
Let's start that now.
I bet they do.
Robert Morris gets standing ovation. Yay or nay? Can we get the Twitter line going, Brian? Do you have access to the Twitter line to yell at Phil and tell Phil to get the Twitter line question? Does Robert Morris get a standing ovation in the Yum Center?
I think people will.
I think they will too.
Yeah. But
you know what? How awesome would that be?
Awesome.
Every single person that gets announced, just give them
let's go, baby.
Yeah, just give them a good roar, and then when the game starts, okay, that's enough.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, once the game's on, we got to beat y'all. But
please give them a standing ovation and the coach.
I know. And look, and the thing that I'm not going to be able to make that one, so I need people to
conveniently.
I know. I hate it.
Darn it.
I got a
thing.
Youth group Christmas party I got to go to.
Darn kids.
I know. So, but what I was saying was, he said after Saturday, we're going to kind of be able to take some time and focus on us, what we're doing wrong,
right?
What we need to fix,
learn.
To your point, what you're saying. So, I mean, do you think that that's where, because we're going to learn a little bit about that.
You got to start learning it. You have to incorporate it now. You can learn it.
Oh yeah,
over the next.
Well, and we're going to learn a little bit about Mac too, as far as how much better does his team get in this? Because Rick's teams would go through this phase. They'd come out of this phase, and it was almost like, okay, he put a lot of new stuff on them. In the first week or so of January, you're
sloppy.
Like,
yep.
But then by late January, you're like, this team's rolling.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, so you're going to learn a little bit about Max, what he does in that area too.
I tell you what, we're at the top of the hour. I want to stay on a bit of a professional scale. Again, we're thanks to George and Beer Nose by the Bridge for dropping off that pizza. ESPN Louisville station is going to be nice. You got that up?
Yeah, the poll question is going up now. It says Middays with Marcus Maben, poll question of the day. Next week, does Robert Morris get a standing ovation in the Yum Center? Yes or no?
We are absolute jerks. Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150-939. Tight commercial break on 939 The Ville.
Chances are you've recently talked about it, or thought about it, or might even be thinking about it right now. You're thinking it's time to upgrade your vehicle, and boy, do we have the place for you. Globe Auto Sales. Family owned and operated, serving the greater Kentuckiana area since 1972. Why Globe Auto Sales? Well, the answer is simple. The staff at Globe Auto Sales focuses entirely on the quality buying experience, not the high-pressured sales pitch you get at other places. So while you're thinking about it, stop by Globe Auto Sales located at 5705 Bardstown Road. Check out their inventory at Globe Autos online. Oh, and be sure to tell them you're a friend of 93.9 The Ville.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
This is U of L Today with Mark Hebert.
If they're training to become doctors, they're probably going to a jungle or desert first. The University of Louisville Medical School's Global Education Program after this.
Commonwealth Credit Union is now the preferred credit union partner of the University of Louisville, offering more financial services to the U of L community than ever before. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Visit WeSeeUofLDifferently.com for more information.
Every summer, more than 40 future doctors head overseas.
They will typically be gone for about 2 weeks.
Bethany Hodge heads the U of L School of Medicine's Global Education Program.
They're moving into communities and setting up pop-up primary care clinics. They are in Ecuador, very rural part of the rainforest. There are 2 trips to Brazil where they actually live on a houseboat and travel down the Amazon to provide care. And then we go to a very rural place in Tanzania as well. There definitely is an adventure component that I use to hook in the students. And then while we're there, we're teaching them tropical medicine, we're teaching them social determinants of health, and we're cultivating their compassionate heart for people who have less than they do.
Hodge believes students who may see and help treat malaria, advanced cases of HIV, or parasites in third world countries make better, more compassionate doctors when they get home. Training the best and next generation of medical professionals. We are U of L.
So, Steve, what do you think about Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not, I repeat, do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you're taking your vehicle to Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers. There are 2 locations, Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at 491-BODY or visit us at etscorns.com. That's ETSCORNS.com.
Every life is a race to victory.
So when Churchill Downs chose an official timekeeper, they chose Longines.
That's because only the Longines Conquest VHP features Longines' very high precision quartz movement, renowned for its high degree of precision for an analog watch.
Longines Conquest VHP timepieces are accurate to an amazing plus or minus 5 seconds per year.
Available in both men's and ladies' models and priced from $750. The Longines Conquest makes the perfect holiday gift.
We're proud at Davis Jewelers to be your official Longines jeweler, with almost the entire Longines collection in stock.
And with our in-house watchmaker at Davis Jewelers, we'll keep your Longines timepiece running perfectly for years to come.
Unparalleled accuracy is why Longines is the official timekeeper of horse racing's Triple Crown.
Who do you want timing your race?
Davis Jewelers. We're at Forest Green Boulevard, just off North Hurstbourne Parkway, and at davisjewelers.com.
What good is it having that beautiful view on your front and backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-494-0120. That's Windows Plus. Make the call.
It's basketball season, and the Troll Pub under the bridge next to the KFC Young Center has you covered. The Troll Pub is in the heart of Whiskey Row, and with over 25 HD TVs in the house, you won't miss a second of the action for any big game. Great food, great drinks, great atmosphere. The Troll Pub under the bridge, a unique underground dining experience. Oh, don't forget to take a selfie with Louie, too.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hall. The Sports Center update brought to you by Mike's Car Wash. Give the practical gift. Washbrooks or Mike's Car Wash. Available at any Mike's location or online at mikescarwash.com. The 7-3 Louisville men's basketball team continues to prepare for its matchup against 8-1 Kent State tomorrow. Coach Mack talked after the last Cards game about an improved Malik Williams.
He has unique timing, to block a shot and be able to go after it. And it just seems like his hands are always around the rim. And we need him to play better offensively. And then his minutes would really increase because he's by far our best interior defender. But he did a great job tonight.
That game is set to tip off at 4 p.m. at the KFC Yum Center tomorrow. Be sure to catch all our pregame coverage right here on 93.9 The Ville with Marcus and Steve starting around 3 p.m. and immediately following the game for the postgame show. The number 4 ranked and undefeated Louisville women's basketball team continues to prepare for its matchup tomorrow as well, taking on Northern Kentucky at 11:30 a.m. also at the KFC Yum Center. 2 days ago, Baltimore Ravens head coach John Harbaugh named former Cardinal and Heisman Trophy winner Lamar Jackson his starting quarterback heading into the weekend. And yesterday, Jackson met with the media, and he talked about how the Ravens are not his team.
It's our team. All of us together. It's our team. I don't go out there and block. I don't go out there and catch the ball. I don't make tackles. I just do my part. It's all our team.
Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is SportsCenter.
College football bowl season plays on ESPN Louisville. ESPN 680, 1057, and 93.9 The Ville will feature live play-by-play of more than 25 bowl games, including the College Football Playoff, National Championship Game, and the Citrus Bowl.
All right, here we go.
And Penn State. Our first broadcast is a Saturday triple header beginning at 2 o'clock with the New Mexico.
Eric.
Followed by
It's not the normal Eric, it's a different Eric.
Carriers Bowl. And it's all on ESPN 680 and 1057. Bowl season on ESPN Louisville is presented by UPS Jobs, Baptist Sports Medicine, Focused Caffeinated Sparkling Water, Mr. Delivery, and Liquor Barn.
This is Marcus Maben, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben, 8150, 93.9 is the number, 93.9 is the station. Here's the thing, Brian. This beat makes me want to give my guy One Take Timmy. You know One Take is my favorite rapper on the planet, right?
Yeah.
Listen, he sent me a message, right? He DM'd me. So I appreciate his music. He appreciates my support, right?
Okay.
He says, man, if you ever want to get in the studio and do something, hit me up. Oh my God.
So when are you going to do it?
Oh, no, there's no way. I'll ruin his name.
Come on, Marcus. You can't back out now. You can't sit here and say that story and then not go do it.
I know.
You got to do
Listen,
it.
I choked.
Better start getting your lyrics together.
Listen, I sent him a message.
Maybe
dude,
it's a start of a new career.
I know. Look, I'm like, dude, stop it. I am not going to mess up your name, your career, your cred by getting in a studio.
No, I meant for you. Maybe it's a new career for you.
No, absolutely not.
You don't know until you try.
No, and here's the problem. I'm a damn good rapper on the low, right?
So go do it, and then we'll play it on the air.
Oh my God! But
Let everybody listen.
Listen, man. You know how all athletes want to be rappers, right?
Yeah.
I would give anything. I'd give back dunking on Jamal McLaurin to be able to do what he do in the booth.
Marcus, if you don't take this opportunity, we're gonna have words after this.
I'm gonna be thinking about that forever. But just the point is,
come on, it's a dream come true for you, and we can play it on the radio for everybody else. It'll be a dream come true for everybody
you're not gonna
else.
listen. You're not gonna be able to play my version. You're gonna hear a whole different side of Marcus. Look, if I get in the booth with that man,
he's like straight off the streets,
straight on One Take. Let me get to the end score.
Back in the day,
you know what? That's what I'll do. I'll make it all back in the day, technically, so I don't get in trouble about that one. Marcus, I didn't know you were so hostile. Eric, thanks for joining us on the Escort Collision Center Hotline, my man. What's on your mind?
Come on, Marcus. You got to lay down that rhyme, baby.
I know, man. I'm worried about it, man. Dude's too good.
Well, no doubt. But you at least go in and talk a line in the back.
I know.
And it's just to be in the studio with that just is beautiful.
I could do the ad libs. Good point.
Yeah, that's right. So, all right, man. Well, hey, listen, I just wanted to talk to you. First of all, thanks for taking my call, you guys.
Absolutely.
Go call.
Oh no! Oh no! Did we get a full drop? We got a full drop.
This is I think the third time Eric's phone has gone out.
Okay, so it's not our fault.
No, he's out in a dead spot. And he's trying to. I don't know. He's going in and out. He's called me back a couple times, but we'll try to get him on again if he calls us back. Hold on. Yeah, we lost him.
Yeah, I tried to hang on. He sounded like he had some serious stuff to dive into.
Man, he's the man, dude. He always calls in, and one time he called in, and it was a long time ago, and we were expecting Eric Crawford on as a guest. But usually I call him, and he calls in, and he's like, "Hey, it's Eric," and I was like, "Oh, Eric Crawford, man, good. Sorry, man, I was just about to call you and all this." And
he's like, "No."
He's like, "No, this is Eric, not Crawford." And so now every time he calls in, he's like, "Yeah, this is Eric, not Crawford." Here he is. There's Eric, not Crawford. Let me get him.
Yeah. Go ahead and pick him up and see if we can get him back on here.
Y'all are doing a show? Sorry,
Steve.
I was back there breaking down. We were breaking down NFL defense. This is what happens.
Was it for months, Eric? Was it just breaking down?
No, just breaking down. Just talking about the Chiefs game last night. Talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah, we've actually been on air for 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, Jason's pretty passionate about his Chiefs.
Dude, we were in, man.
Let me get back to the phone lines. Let me get back to the Escort Collision Center phone lines. Eric, welcome back, my man. What's on your mind?
Hey, buddy. So, sorry, fellas. I am pulling over, so I am not going to drop another call. But Brian's getting sick of me calling. So, the other day you were talking about our team taking a punch in the mouth and standing up. And, Ken Norton once broke the champ's jaw in a fight. The champ finished the fight and won the damn fight and beat Norton, pardon my French. And that's the way I feel about this team. They are ready to take a fight. They're ready to, and I don't mean in a physical fight, but they're playing what the coach is telling them to do. They've got energy. They're diving on the floor for the ball. They're playing as a team most of the time. I really like this team, so I just love that story anyway about the champ, of course. But do me a favor, Marcus, educate me, man. What's with our defense inside? I'm an old racquetball guy, so I understand basketball enough, but I call it weak side defense, baseline D, I don't know, whatever. But why are we, and I'll drop the call and let you answer, but why are we kind of losing that? It seems like guys are scoring really easy on us. We've got some meat downstairs, man. We got 6 feet and 6'10" and 7-footers and whatever, and it seems like they're kind of getting away with some easy looks at the rim. So if you could explain that to me, man, I appreciate it.
No, absolutely. I appreciate the call. It's the exact same reason that our offensive line was terrible.
Yeah.
They can be big, they can be strong, they can be tall, they can be athletic, but if they don't know why you're doing what you're doing, if you're not doing it with purpose and leverage, that's what athleticism is. That's how athleticism comes to the forefront. You know what you're trying to do in your position, and you know what the team is trying to do, relying on you taking care of your position. We just haven't gotten there yet with the big man development. It looks so simple to the untrained eye that, like, when you see their feet so close together, it's like, that's trouble. Experienced teams, when they dribble the basketball up the court and they see the way our center is playing against their center, they see it. Any guard worth his salt can see that our guy has him all the way up at the free throw line.
Yeah.
He stopped at the free throw line, and they're in a fronting defense, basically where our center is in front of the guy, and they let us push him up to the free throw line. I'm either going to drive around my guy, get fouled. My guy's going to seal him off because he has no balance, no leverage. He's standing straight up.
Yep.
You see those things as a developed, trained basketball player.
Yep.
Now listen, freshmen don't just see that on other freshmen and sophomores who haven't played a lot. But any team with any kind of, veteran guard player, veteran big man play, they're looking at each other, and you know what they're going? Ooh, 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 ooh. Like, hey. right? They're looking like we both see the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what makes it look so simple when they come down and we go on one side, and then they throw a big skip pass over to the other side, and the guy turns and seals his man, and then he gets a layup under the basket. Everybody on the court knows that Malik Williams doesn't have a good foot position right now. They saw it in the scout report. Stephen Enoch does not stay down in a crouched defensive position. It is necessary to jump. Like, okay, this team was great at the little push in the back. Wide receivers, any kind of competitive sport, the little push in the back that takes your momentum a different direction. Those are just little nuances that you have to learn. But here's the thing. You have to be taught how to counteract that thing. And you counteract it by getting lower, being in a better posture. That's why coaches, when the time you were in the 7th grade or 4th grade, the coaches just made everybody squat down and sit in the defensive position and chop your feet. And all those times that you were just chopping, and he was like, get low. And then you start getting tired, and you kind of start popping up a little higher. And he says, get back low. And you chop your feet, squat it down. And then you do it for 3 minutes, and they say, okay, 30 seconds. And then you're back down, chopping it.
Yeah.
All of that is teaching you how to balance, leverage yourself. We just got to catch up. And I'm thankful that it's not laziness.
Yes. Well, because that would be, to me, that would be where I would be. If it was laziness or effort, that's where I think we'd be like, okay, good. Well, once he gets these guys out of here and gets his guys in.
Yes.
Like, it's almost
we
like,
would have already been down the road of getting his guys in here.
Absolutely.
Okay, the only fix to that problem is a new guy. That's a fix to that problem, a new guy.
Yes, and we're not. So much so that you're thinking, get fix this, and maybe we're packing up, heading to a Sweet 16 somewhere. You know, doing a little traveling. Like, I mean, so I agree with you that the issue is not in any way mental. Is not in any way effort-wise. Is not
selfishness.
And that right there is why you can have so much confidence in this team going forward. And he's proving to us that if it's not that and it's basketball, he can fix it.
During his press conference, I don't know if you mentioned it, they said, how have you been able to adjust and how you've been able to get these guys' attention? And he says, they're basketball players. And they trust what we say as coaches.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Think about that. Why is your team improving so fast? Because they're listening. Anyone with kids, if your kid starts listening to you, he's going to be a better student,
absolutely,
a better athlete, a better human being. That means you have untapped potential right in front of you if you can get them to listen and trust what you say.
That's why I don't feel bad at all when I'm like, stay on your feet.
When he's just
why are you falling down the hallway?
Even when he's just dancing.
I know. Why am I sitting here watching this game and you fell
every single time?
There's nobody here.
You're saying, son, this is a lesson that you're going to need later on. You're either going to be Stephen Enoch or you're going to be
Stay
good.
On your freaking feet, man.
I didn't mean good. As a freshman, you'll be ready to go if you have some sense of balance.
So
you can learn anything.
I don't feel bad at all about that. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
I made that a personal conversation about everybody. But again, it went from big man play to coaching.
Yes,
has identified it, and he started playing behind the guy. And you notice when they start playing behind the guy, a little difference. Before I hit to the phone lines. Remember how I talked about chesting up with people? When the guy's shooting a ball, right? Nothing irritates a shooter more than a guy moving his body into you when you're going up for the shot.
Oh God, yeah.
Because you may roll your ankle on his feet because they're right under you.
You can almost stop right there. It's like that. That's
the irritation.
That's it, because it all goes back to that. You're gonna go, oh
yeah,
don't get up under me, dude.
Or when you're shooting, they're moving forward with their hands up in the air, and their arms are going to brush against your arms.
Yeah.
But they have the right to their position. And Chris Mack says it. He says his defense is based on not fouling. He says if you're showing the referee your hands, there's a much slimmer chance,
absolutely,
almost zero chance that they're going to call foul. And if they do call foul, I get to complain. The crowd goes, oh, because the guy just has his hands straight up.
He works them too.
But he's moving forward towards you. Malik is doing it.
Yeah.
Enoch is still a natural. Let's keep some space between him and me, and then I can go try to block the shot, right? But they're too good at they're too crafty. They're too, like he has to realize too, your 6'10" reach, but you have to wait till they're actually shooting. You can't start moving into them when they're kind of half going up.
Yeah.
Because then you end up, jumping and getting in foul trouble and things like that. He just has to learn the timing and the feel for when people are shooting, how to bother a shot and still keep the fundamental, technique of what Mac is teaching. It takes time.
Oh, yeah.
It takes time. So, what you saw was a learning process. He just didn't have purpose on why he was fronting like that. Seattle Paul, thanks for joining us on Morning with Marcus Baby. What's on your mind, my man?
What's going on, guys? Hey, as we're approaching the Kentucky game, that's where I feel Coach Mack's going to have kind of his lineup set. What do you guys think in terms of what kind of a lineup or rotation do you guys want to see going into ACC play as we prepare for March? I'm thinking Wara and Sutton have to play about 38 minutes a game. That if we're going to be really a true successful team. The rest of the guys, just want to hear your thoughts on what you think the lineup is and where the minutes should be. But Wara and Sutton got to play 37, 38 minutes a game.
Listen, Paul, that's an awesome question. I actually had a section of my notes going straight into the lineup part of the conversation. Now, different lineup we started the game with.
Yeah.
There was Quan Ford out there in place of Darius Perry.
I don't know if that to me felt like that. That to me almost felt like, hey, get it right.
Wait a minute. Wait. Maybe.
Yeah.
Conversely, Dwayne Sutton, formerly effort guy. Dwayne Sutton, formerly hard-nosed, dive on the floor. Dwayne Sutton.
Yes.
Dwayne Sutton is now squaring up with the guy in his face.
Yes.
Dropping that three-pointer. Dwayne Sutton is looking more and more consistent, getting to the basket, posting. Dwayne Sutton is starting to look like so much more of a scorer.
Yeah.
Now he values his fouls more, right?
Right.
So he doesn't reach the same way. He's playing more position. Jordan Wara has slowed down on his shot. He's eliminating out of 6 bad shots he was taking, now it's down to 2 or 3. Makes a huge difference. And the shots he's hitting, even the good shots he takes that he rushes, are being eliminated, right?
Yeah.
Now, increased scoring out of Dwayne Sutton. Increased scoring because we're learning that Jordan Wara is the goods.
Yes.
Now you're flirting around with Malik Williams, who is more of a scorer and defender, right? More active, right?
Yeah.
So now the idea of I need to bolster that defensive guard lineup. Quan Ford put Jordan Wara in a position to steal the ball more. He harasses his guard, leads to a bad pass, leads to a fatigued pass. Quan Ford has allowed Jordan Wara and Dwayne Sutton to be in better position.
Sure, I agree.
So, while I know what you're saying, part of me says maybe Mac has figured out we have enough points on the floor when we have, like we like Darius's attacking and scoring and getting to the basket and defense and all those other things, but the risk is a lot higher with Darius.
Yeah.
But now, and you get the psychologically, you get non-starter Darius itching to prove something. That's the Darius you want. Like wants to make something happen, get in there and get it going. So it might be more of a permanent thing if you start looking at the balance, the chemical composition of a lineup.
No, absolutely. I just think that Darius right now has a shot to get that back. I just think that Quan doing what he does, it's like, Darius, you can do what he does, but better.
Yes.
Like, if you do what he does, you're the guy we need in there. While I do agree with you, though, I think that,
Quan Ford may just be a different kind of balance.
And it may be one of those things that you do, and you do it for the reason what I'm saying, and you're like, no, I'm not like that. Because does it not feel like Louisville is really deep?
Infancy stages of realizing how deep they are.
Yeah, whereas I think what we thought was,
I'm safe with Quan on the court. I'm safe with Darius on the court. I'm safe with Ryan McMahon on the court. I'm safe with Okoye Gal on the court. I'm safe with Malik Williams, Stephen Enoch. Like, I'm safe with 9 guys on that floor.
That starting lineup the other day, when you want to make a wholesale substitution, you look down, you said Ryan, Darius, Malik.
VJ.
Yeah, VJ, right.
VJ.
Yeah.
Defender VJ. Like I said, VJ is not playing the way VJ wants to play, but we've seen VJ play much better, and I wouldn't write him off. I'd say,
I agree with that.
VJ, you're not playing well.
Yeah.
You're not playing active. You're not playing as competitive as you should. Go make the mistake, but get in there and make something happen.
Absolutely.
That can still be, I can hang on to that until you prove that you can't do it. And then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Larry from Orlando, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Hey, guys. I'm going to apologize for the callback after the game the other day when I said that little curse word and hung up on you guys. I was just so excited at that Indiana game.
I get it.
We played a great game, and I'm so proud of those kids. Listen, Steve, I've heard you talk several times about national narratives concerning University of Louisville. I'm going to tell you guys a quick story about a narrative that's going on down here in Orlando, and I'm loving it. You guys know I rep the bill every day with my hats and my shirts and my polo shirts. Everywhere I go, it's University of Louisville. But I was in the grocery store Wednesday night, minding my own business, and this guy actually, Steve, trotted up to me and shook my hand. He said, "You are from Louisville?" I said, yes, I am. He said, "I'm going to tell you something. Those guys at Louisville are bringing back so much swag now. Their self-esteem is coming up, and everybody thought Louisville was done." And he said, "Coach Mack will win the Coach of the Year." And he said, "I am very, very, very scared of Louisville when it comes tournament time." And he actually looked at me and said, "I was an Arizona fan, but now I'm a Louisville fan." And my question for both of you guys today, if the season was over today, regular season, Selection Sunday is today, Steve and Marcus, where would you put the University of Louisville seed-wise? Thank you very much, guys. Go Cards. Bye.
Appreciate the call.
Appreciate it.
I think we'd be 8.
I was going to say, I think I hate to cop out like that, but they'd be in the 7-10 game or the 8-9 game.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it'd be fair. I'd be fair with that.
Yeah, it's a you still don't know, but you know they're not bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're not bad, and when you start doing that scrubbing thing, you won't. I bet you won't be able to bump Louisville down too far.
They're going to have a good resume.
The scrubbing part is what's going to go from 8 to 6. Because you're going to say,
well, because in that what you were about to say there, when I said that, I immediately went, yeah, how many people got 3 tournament resume wins right now?
Right.
You know, like
to me, your resume is going to say 6.
What would you see Kentucky today? And I'm not hating. I'm being serious.
Seton Hall, Duke. Same. I'm going to give them the reputation bump.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you got dudes.
That's what I'm saying. Louisville's resume smashing their resume.
Yep.
So if you'd put them at 8 or 9, you say, well, I don't know, maybe Louisville's 6.
That's 5. My point. Yeah. When you start scrubbing player to player, it turns into something different. That's a fact. Robbie, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, guys. Really love the show. Glad I got to call in. I was just wondering what your guys' personal opinion on this was. So if the whole NCAA, our schedule was over today, and, you know, we'd been past the tournament and all kinds of stuff, and as a big NBA fan, I was just wondering, where would Jordan Nora land on a lot of people's draft boards, or would he even get drafted?
I appreciate the call.
It's going to be the question.
That is the question.
For the rest of the year.
Robbie, that is the question.
Yeah.
He can go out there. He can get it. He can get into the camp, and he can go 17. He can go to that camp, and they can say, "You got a lot to work on. You should head back to school."
See, I don't think the NBA is going to like him this year. I just don't. And I could be wrong, and I'm okay being wrong there. But
look at 6'8", what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
He goes out there and has a hot summer and shows he's competitive like Donovan or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if he's bloodthirsty competitive, he'll skyrocket up that board.
Yeah.
He will skyrocket up the board.
I don't know.
But he has a long way to go in
Jordan,
college basketball.
Jordan, when he gets to the pros, is going to be a 2 or a 3. I just don't think he can guard a lot of 2 and 3s in the league. I don't think they're going to love him as much.
Why can't he be an undersized?
There's no way. No chance could Jordan Moore play 4. And that's why I say
Can Klay Thompson guard him?
Yes. Yeah. Can he guard Klay Thompson? Absolutely not.
Why do we go 0 to Klay Thompson?
Well, because that's what NBA guys are going to say. Now with that being said, next year is the Jordan Nwora
lottery run.
Yes. Where I think this year, I think he'll go.
He'll be doing himself a disservice if he tries to just get in the league this year.
And he would be doing himself a disservice if he doesn't go to the camps this year.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
So,
Here's I was disagreeing with you basically at everything until I relived every time he put the ball on the floor with somebody and he fell down and he lost the ball.
Just against Lipscomb, man. He gets the ball on the wing, just gets a stirrup.
Right now he's just a shooter.
Yeah, and that's a dime
actually he's a shooter. I like his defensive potential. I love his rebounding.
Oh,
like I love all the potential he shows.
I think he's going to be good in the league eventually.
But yeah. Putting the ball, his first step of putting the ball on the floor with a defender up on him, he's getting knocked off his line every single time. But I love I love where he's at right now.
Absolutely.
In comparison to where he can be. What we got over here? Tori, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, Marcus, thanks for taking my call. I had a football point and a basketball point. With Chris Mack with this basketball season, I see it kind of comparing to the football because if you look at Chris Mack's recruiting class for next year, there's no way he gets that recruiting class if he's still at Xavier. And I think that's going to be the same thing with Scott Satterfield. A lot of people saying, how can he recruit? He didn't, have very high recruiting classes at Appalachia State. But I think he's going to blossom at Louisville. And my other point is I just wanted to get Steve's thoughts. I didn't know for sure if you talked to your father-in-law about the Quad 8 Green situation. I didn't know for sure if he had any thoughts on that or if he even remembered who Quad 8 Green was or anything of that sort. And wanted to get y'all's thoughts on Kentucky at this very moment because I think when they come into the Yum Center, it's going to be, and when Chris Mack smacks him, I think it's going to be the beginning of the end for Calipari with him struggling in recruiting right now. So just wanted to get your thoughts. Thanks for taking my call. Y'all have a great weekend.
Appreciate it.
Tori, it's funny. It's funny.
Today is December 14th.
It's funny because Quaddy Green is just, losing a top 5 scorer and a guy that shoots 40-some% from the three-point line suddenly just turned into a great thing. Hey, I'm good.
What's the explanation? Like, have you heard any explanations? Like, he's not a locker room guy? Or?
No, there's nothing. Yeah, we're not really going to miss him. Oh, why? Well, I mean, he only had a couple big games. Okay.
10-point game.
17. Couple. 14. He turns the ball over. Oh, okay. Okay. Because here's what happens when Kentucky and Louisville play. This happens all the time. Here's what happens. I'm going to give you what happens on the 29th. Louisville should outshoot Kentucky. Kentucky can probably outplay Louisville in the paint. How one of the other wins is somebody
every time.
Well, yeah, but here's the deal: is somebody does the opposite. Either somebody from Louisville plays out of their mind in the paint, or somebody from Kentucky plays out of their mind for the 3-point line. Let me tell you what happened what was going to happen on the 29th. You're playing that game. It's a good game. You're down the stretch. Louisville's up 1 or 2. Quaddy Green hits 3 threes in the last 7 minutes of that game.
And you lose by 4.
You lose by 4 or 5. You're like, man, of course.
Of course, Jack Rabbit Quade Green comes off the bench.
Yeah. Top 5 scorer on their team. 5th leading scorer on their team. He's not there anymore. So I don't care. Go ahead. Act like it's not a big deal.
Where's the conversation about that?
I know.
I live in Louisville, Kentucky, and I get Kentucky stuff rammed into my eardrums daily, on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing.
I know. So I say
nothing but they don't seem concerned. So why should I?
I know, and that's why I say, man, I look back at that and I say, look, it's the
same Quade Green that Cal went out publicly and said we really need this guy back on this team this year. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he was talking about leaving during the summer?
Mm-hmm.
And they said, listen, Cal made it a priority. Make sure they kept Quade Green.
Yeah. Well, hey, no biggie. Don't worry about it. See you on the 29th. By the way, Benji, good call. Benji, the meter man, tweets in about some love for Ryan McMahon. We have been talking a lot about the minutes. Leading the nation in free throw percentage right now. It's pretty good. But, of course, that's what we do.
What do you mean, you people? Mac, thanks for joining us on 93.9, my man. What's on your mind?
What's up, fellas? First time caller, long time YouTuber.
I appreciate it.
Let me hit on Enoch, man. Y'all remember when he transferred in? Dude was raw. I mean, just raw. He wasn't really nothing at UConn, nothing special or whatever. You could see what Rick had planned for him. I mean, the body on him already. And then he's got that overhand, over shoulder left, down pat. He's just foul prone. I mean, he really is. I mean, we really need him in the stretch. I mean, we're only 10 games into the season. You know, Malik is stepping up. Uber athletic Malik, can step out, hit a 3 already. And then, Steve touched on the thing about Jordan Noir. You know what I'm saying? 6'8", gonna get looks after this year in the league, gonna happen. But next year, he's really got to move laterally, man. If he can shut down the offensive player with his defense, then yes, he's going top 20 next year, without a doubt. And yes, give Ryan Mack some love with his, free throw percentage and everything. I mean, putting him on the line is like Kyle Cook shooting out of the corner. It's money. I mean, it's just going to happen, dude. And that illicit lightning bolt that Mack was talking about is coming next year. And I hang up, listen to y'all, man. Go Cards.
Look, I appreciate the call. Again, I'll say this. At the end of the day, we like to make the Mac get his guys in here, get his recruits here. It's not because of the player you need. It's the competition you need. It's the Samuel. It's the Jordan Samuels, Dwayne. The competition level you're going to get with Nickelberry going at these guys and showing you can be a scorer and a point guard.
Well, I think it adds a little bit too, though, because I think that's where I was
David
saying
Johnson's going to be a problem.
I agree, and that's where I was saying too, though, with Jordan coming when he's back next year.
David Johnson's going to beat somebody up.
Maybe
he's going to beat one of your guards up physically.
Maybe I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But Jordan comes back next year. All of a sudden, Jordan drops. Jordan leans up a little bit, not drops weight, but Jordan leans up a little bit, and all of a sudden now I think you see Jordan play a little more on the wing. You're going to see him play a little more of that 3 spot, that stuff, because you can.
And he's going to get urgency. He's going to tighten up his ball handling with some urgency. Tighten up his ball handling overall.
Absolutely.
Let's take one more commercial break. 8150 93.9 is the number.
Phil better not be back there.
When the show's over on 93.9 The Phil.
One of the great things in life is intimacy. It's a key part of how we express ourselves and share with the person we love. Physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy. As much as we want to share that intimacy, there are times it just doesn't seem to work out. 40% of the time in men over 40, it just doesn't work. Many couples go months and sometimes years without addressing erectile dysfunction or other sexual issues in what can easily be resolved with just one visit to the Louisville Men's Clinic. Our Kentucky licensed providers use FDA-approved medications to get intimacy back in your relationship on the very first visit. There is no need to wait any longer. We are here for you, both of you. Call 444-4000 to set up your private consultation. 444-4000. The clinic visit, evaluation, and testing of the medication is just $99. LouisvilleMen'sClinic.com for more information. 444-4000.
Here's what you missed on The Drive with Mark Ennis.
Joining us now here on The Drive on 93 on the Ville, he is the new head football coach at the University of Louisville, Scott Satterfield. Scott, welcome to Louisville.
I'm excited to talk about it and, excited to be here.
What do you say to people who are worried about your and the staff's ability to recruit guys here?
The players that we recruited at App were competitive. We took Penn State to overtime. We took Tennessee to overtime. We lost to Wake Forest by 1 point. And App State's a hard place to recruit to. I mean, there's not a city there. There's only about 30,000 people there. It's isolated. It's in the mountains. It's a hard place to recruit to. And so we were able to get good players there to compete with some of your big-time powerhouse schools. And now we're in a city where I feel like we can recruit some great players here. And so the kind of players we'll bring in here are going to be more highly rated, bigger, faster, stronger, all those things. And then you implement the game plan that we've been implementing for the last 6 years, with better talent, more and bigger players and better players, then we feel like we're going to put a product on the field that's going to be very competitive.
The Drive, weekdays 3 to 6 on 93.9 The Ville.
College football bowl season plays on ESPN Louisville. ESPN 680, 105.7, and 93.9 The Ville will feature live play-by-play of more than 25 bowl games, including the College Football Playoff, National Championship game, and the Citrus Bowl between Kentucky and Penn State. Our first broadcast is a Saturday triple header beginning at 2 o'clock with the New Mexico Bowl, followed by the Camellia Bowl and then the R&L Carriers Bowl. And it's all on ESPN 680 and 105.7. Bowl season on ESPN Louisville is presented by UPS Job, Baptist Sports Medicine, Focused Caffeinated Sparkling Water, Mr. Delivery, and Liquor Barn.
You know, the perfect bank should be mobile, not just online. It should have amazing programs for all your financial needs. It should be involved in the community, and you should be one of the owners. Actually, that's not a job for a bank. You need something a little different. Luckily, we're not a bank. We're so much more. And now we're the preferred credit union partner of the University of Louisville. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Visit WeSeeUofLDifferently.com for more information.
Metallica, bringing the power to you. Live, one night, World Wired Tour. Saturday, March 9th, KFC Yum Center. Metallica. World Wired Tour. Live. Metallica. Get access to tickets first with your City card. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Metallica in concert like nothing you've ever seen before. Live. Saturday, March 9th, KFC Yum Center. Metallica.
There's a delivery app that lets you order from all of your favorite restaurants. Order your favorite burger from Home Run Burger and Fries, or fire roasted pizza from Red Brick Pizza, or a catering spread for the big meeting or tailgate from Chewy's Tex-Mex. It's because of people that love what they make that you can eat what you crave. Order from hundreds of restaurants delivered hot and fresh right to your doorstep. Mr. Delivery. Local restaurants delivered. Download the app today. Use promo code ESPN for a discount on your next order.
This is Matt Worley from the local Geico office in Louisville. Basketball season is just heating up and so are our rates. So why don't you give me a call to the local Geico office and see how you could score a layup on insurance. Call 502-313-6644 to see how much my team could save you on your auto, homeowners, cycle, or boat insurance. University of Louisville alumni could save even more on their auto insurance with a special discount. So visit your local Geico office at 2039 South Hurstbourne Parkway today to see what you could save.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
This is Luke Hancock, financial advisor with ClearPath Financial of Raymond James. As much as I enjoy talking U of L sports on 93.9, my true passion comes out when helping people with their financial future. Our team of financial professionals is in a new location, 4070 Westport Road, right next to Trinity High School. We focus on financial planning, investment process, and intellectual capital to be the trusted source our clients lean on for all financial matters. Come see us for a free comprehensive financial review and bring your questions to us for your financial confidence. Call us at 502-805-4000. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC.
This is Marcus Maven, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. So I did get my Coach Scott Davenport personal invite, and I got the public invite. Steve, you told me, I got to tell you again, Coach Davenport has invited everyone who has played for him to get into this game for free. So people, here's the thing. A couple of times a year, you come up to me and you say, how about that Bellarmine situation? How about Scotty over Bellarmine? I say, yeah, I went over the game, a week ago. I was over there with Bozak, and Bozak was over there? Yeah, I was over there with Bozak and Felton and Dr. Badenhausen and, Dr. Ellis. And, oh, my God, how are those guys doing? Don't do that anymore with me. You are officially not allowed to ask me about any of the Bellarmine culture if you don't go Tuesday. Because Tuesday, here's the thing. If you've ever driven through Bellarmine during school time, Bellarmine's an awesome, awesome university. Awesome place to be. The kids want to be there. It's an awesome place, right? You won't have to deal with parking issues. You won't have to deal with pedestrian issues. You go to Knights Hall.
Yeah.
And you go straight into a basketball game. And you get to see Coach Davenport do his thing against the number 12 team in the country with no students there.
Right.
I mean, there'll be local students who just love the team and go, but
yeah.
But for the most part,
big time game too for him.
It's a huge game.
Yeah, it'd be an awesome atmosphere.
And his invitation to every player that has played under him, like every player, Ballard, Louisville, you know what I'm saying, Louisville Crumb, Louisville Rick, you know what I'm saying, Bellarmine.
Yeah,
they're all going to be on open invitation. Even if you want to bring your Louisville stuff you've been dying to get signed, I mean, that's okay too. He just wants to pack that house.
Yep.
Invite everybody at the best time where it's the most accessible game on your schedule. Gonna be on Tuesday. Like, don't talk to me about Bellarmine if you're not down with this game. He was so jacked this morning.
Well, because it's a big game. It's not like, the students are out. We're playing this crap team. We kind of want to get some people in here.
Right.
So no, it's a big game. It's a top 15 team for him.
Listen, he's jacked about how many people. And I'm telling you, people, like Coach Davenport, if you're listening, turn up. I need you to grow up here, Coach. Turn off your
2X.
Turn off your radio and go away for a second. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coach Davenport is going to be showing his behind. Steve, when Coach Davenport knows he has people in the building, he turns into, he just turns into a show upon himself. Those kids that he gets on that bench, you think we have fun watching Darius Perry? Like theirs is a little more organized, but I'm telling you, those kids on his sideline are going to be going crazy. They feel when Davenport puts the stink on it, right?
I know.
And Davenport's going to be showing off.
I've set his bench before.
Right.
During a game.
Right. Hey, Steve, what are you doing?
I know. I was like, they called a timeout, and I was like, where's the water?
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Water. Steve, hey.
It's like, somebody, give me one of those chairs.
Right? Like, listen, Davenport, I'm telling you, people, he's going to be showing out.
I know. It's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome. I'm telling you, like I said, we're talking about $5. Like, it's going to be worth it. Just that you're going to be sitting in a section with one of Coach Davenport's most trusted lieutenants, confidants, like the environment. And you're not going to have to deal with this other guy, too. Not that this guy's a problem, but you know how, like, is this your first Bellarmine game?
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with first Bellarmine game, guy.
Right.
Because, like, yes, you have been on the Bellarmine train. I've been on the Bellarmine train. But if I bring my friend, I don't need you harassing my friend and trying to convince my friend that Bellarmine's the awesome experience. Like,
see, I agree.
Yeah. So welcome to the Bellarmine train, fan guy. You're not gonna have to worry about him because there'll be more of you than them.
Yep. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting out, kind of take a break there, get out, watch. It's a good brand of basketball.
I am sorry, people. I have over today's show, I have covered about 7 sentences of 4 pages of notes. Right? I have not touched Kent State. Right? I have not touched the conversation that is Kent State. I've been watching Kent State, Vanderbilt over and over and over again. And Kent State busted Vanderbilt in Vanderbilt. They were 7 of 10 from the three-point line from the beginning. You want to know, I'll just tell you something. While we're wrapping up the show, I'm going to be in Galt House tomorrow all day. Girls game, women's game, double header, men's game. Don't tell me you've been wanting to get over to the Galt House to hang out. Tomorrow is the day you hang out. I got giveaways. I got a 2-week Christmas with Santa giveaway. I have a review giveaway. It's all got to go tomorrow. If you stop by my table, say what's up, there's a good chance I'm going to have something to be able to give to you. Yeah, hold on. Let me make this statement really quick. Kent State are tall, athletic. And I'm going to tell you one play. Listen, we're going to talk about this on the pregame show. And one more thing, Steve. How many people over the course of the last 48 hours have said, man, just what y'all talked about on the pregame show?
Yep.
That is the best compliment we get when we're in public.
Sure.
Well, after the game, when people say, man, you know when y'all said on that, man, that's what happened. Yeah, oh, and we said this on the pregame show. That's what happened. Like, that is the best compliment. I'm always so thankful because people are listening and people are hearing what we're saying and are taking it into the game, knowing what to look for. Like I said, if you can't come over to Galt House,
what time will we be over there tomorrow?
Over to Galt House?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be there early. I don't know for sure. I gotta find out what time to check in. I'm staying. I'm at Galt House. Point being,
game's at 4, so pregame will be at 3.
Yes, the actual pregame.
Okay.
That compliment of what you guys said on pregame show came to fruition is a good feeling because I know you're listening. People who come and actually hang out with us at the Galt House in the pregame. It makes us happy. It makes the people who work there happy. They love seeing the new crowd, the new wave of people who come in there, and I have that same look. They say, I forgot about this place, or I didn't know this place. And I always say, yeah, right. It's important. With all that being said, I'm going to have a full pregame conversation, full pregame breakdown. I'm going to have a lot of interesting content for you, right? I'll give you one play out of this Vandy game. Guy hits a three-pointer on Shatu. Guy hits a three-pointer, Kent State player, right in his face, early in the game. Turns right around. This guy's probably 6'5". Shatu is probably
6'8", 6'10".
6'10". Let's meet you at 6'9".
Okay.
Right? Turns right into his face. Has a Shoni Schimmel, Brittany Griner, moment. Just right up in his grill.
Yeah.
Right? Referees immediately. Oh. I'm telling you, this Kent State team is coming in here to fight, and they're coming in to win. And I mean fighting in a good sense. Listen, Lawrence started off the show and asked about the guy that's going to get up in somebody's face and talk noise. I almost said it. I wanted to save it for the conversation. Kent State has your guy. Kent State's going to have your guy where you're going to learn something about your team, talking about the uncomfortable dogfight experience.
Yeah.
Maybe on the horizon. Kent State is going to be a tough team. Now, here's the thing. They don't execute as well as Lipscomb, but for what they don't do in execution, they make up in toughness. It's going to be some guys that don't think Louisville can guard them. A team full of guys that don't think. I think they're best players from Covington, right?
Yeah.
People.
Top 100 game.
It's going to be a game. That's a fact. Galt House. Come see us. Come join us.
Get that burger tomorrow.
The burger's awesome. Like, it's a double cheeseburger now.
What?
Yep. They changed it to a double cheeseburger now. Yep.
Let's go.
That is a fact.
Game time.
Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Center. People, we have been blessed not to have too much bad weather just yet. But when that weather causes that fender bender, or even if the fender bender from your car sitting in the parking lot happens, just make sure one of your first calls is to Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Center. Multiple stores, multiple body shops. They'll get you back in no time. Globe Auto holiday specials. Repeat, Globe Auto holiday specials. People around you, they need vehicles. They need vehicles for the low. They need nice vehicles for the low. Make it happen. Windows Plus, save money. You know how expensive bad windows can cost you in the long run. Jill Blessinger, Becky Bleemel, Caliber Home Loans, Keller Williams. Houses are going for the low now too. That'll cheer her up. Go house shopping with Jill and Becky. 8150-939 is always the number. Tell a friend to tell a friend. 3831-939 is always the text line. We Are Made for the Ville is the YouTube channel. Everybody loves it on 93.9. 10 to 12 every day on 93.9.